A Chinese 10,000-ton special ship sailed to the doorstep of the United States, and U.S. military aircraft scrambled to intercept it. Quoting a U.S. military report, American media stated that a Chinese polar special ship with a displacement of nearly 14,000 tons suddenly appeared near the coast of Alaska. The U.S. Coast Guard urgently dispatched C-130 aircraft and patrol ships to track and intercept it. Rear Admiral Little, commander of the Arctic region, called this an extremely rare situation, saying, "We found it sailing through the Bering Strait and entering 130 nautical miles within the U.S. claimed extended continental shelf." From the photos subsequently released by the U.S. side, the subject of the incident is China's independently built first polar research vessel, Shuilong-2. However, the response received when U.S. military pilots used the public channel to demand Shuilong-2 to leave caught the pilots and the Rear Command Center off guard. Shuilong-2 replied, "We have the right to freedom of navigation in accordance with the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, and we do not recognize the extended continental shelf scope unilaterally claimed by the U.S. in accordance with the convention." It should be noted here that the United States has neither joined the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea nor abides by the regulations of the United Nations Commission on the Limits of the Continental Shelf. Its claim to the outer continental shelf undermines the international maritime legal order. It can be said that Shuilong-2's reply was well-founded. In fact, it was not affected by the close interference of U.S. military aircraft and ships, and insisted on sailing through the waters near Alaska into the Arctic Ocean according to the planned route. The U.S. media Navy Times reports that this incident has far-reaching implications, as it signifies that China has begun to significantly increase its presence in the Arctic region, and it has the material foundation to do so. To date, China has been equipped with 4 polar research vessels, including Shuilong-2. Analyses suggest that with the growing trend of global warming, the Arctic region has become more navigable and exploitable due to melting glaciers. Russia is planning to develop the Northern Sea route into a strategic waterway crucial for its development in the coming decades. China and Russia have reached a new strategic agreement on joint Arctic exploration, which has caused great anxiety for the United States, also an Arctic nation. However, the U.S. has few means to prevent China from entering the Arctic, it lacks legal basis and is also facing a rapidly narrowing gap in terms of equipment. U.S. media states that China's independently manufactured 10,000-ton ice-breaking research vessel Shuilong-2 has marked its breakthrough in the manufacturing of key equipment in this field. It is believed that in the future, more and more Chinese polar vessels will pass through the Bering Strait into the Arctic Ocean, and this is something the United States cannot stop.